Welcome to the 2400 Block Podcast with your host, Johnny Rubes.
Hey, John Lou Diamond Phillips here. LDP in the house. How you doing, brother?
Hey everyone, this is Johnny Rubes here on Facebook. I just want to see if this thing is working. I've been trying now for the second or third time. It's frustrating. It is requiring a lot of my patience. And all I can tell you guys is that when you are overcome with challenges like this, you have to work around it. You have to come up with so many scenarios, so many guesses, and somehow, some way it's going to work. And if it does work, by golly, I made an embarrassment out of myself because this is supposed to be the first podcast episode of the year. And guess what's going on? It's not working. And now it looks like it is working now. I have just wasted 35 minutes. I was wanting to start some sort of interaction with you guys. It's been a while since I've interacted with all of you on Facebook, and I just want to get a real world feel of just trying to talk to somebody. My goodness, I just made an unofficial bonus podcast episode. Now here I am live streaming successfully just because I had to go through settings and privacy to make something work. I don't know. Well, here I am, and I'm kind of like making an embarrassment of myself. So it is what it is. Here I am. Good evening, Tuesday, January 20th. So I'm just going to call this the live stream. This is basically, well, I'll just call it as it is, because the last one that I just made, it was a failure, but yet I kept on talking. I still kept going. So here I am now talking to all of you. And while I'm at it, as I did this on the last episode, I just want to say to you guys, you know what? Happy New Year to all of you. Yes. So if you weren't able to say Happy New Year to me, well, guess what? Happy New Year to you. And I hope that things are working out well to your advantage as we are 20 days in of January. My goodness, I'm making some grammatical errors here on air, but it is what it is. And I want to give a special shout out to Victor out there in Rhode Island. Thank you so much. It was a pleasure doing business with you. And you guys are probably wondering what kind of business that I am talking about. Well, it's this thing right here, this pop filter. And I found this on the Etsy app. And it is specifically made for this Rode Pod mic here that I'm talking on. And the installation was effortless. You really, not too much really of an effort. Basically just hear the instructions that he said to me here, to do it, lightly. And of course there'll be a little bit of a gap when he told me to screw the thing right there. So it looks great. It looks wonderful. It's doing what it's supposed to do. I used to have one from B&H Photo and Video. It was like a complimentary accessory that went along with something, and that fell apart within 2 years. Just a lot of wear and tear. But this one right here, it looks more. Uh, it doesn't look flimsy. It doesn't look too delicate. It does exactly what it's supposed to do. It is 3D printed, by golly. 3D printed, which is amazing in itself. And of course, there's the foam in which I'm talking on. And the foam is basically the filter itself. So, again, thank you, Victor, out there in Rhode Island, for coming up with this 3D generated pop filter. Very proud of you for doing a marvelous job. And I want to give word to everyone out there who hasn't looked on the Etsy app yet. Yes, take a look at the Etsy app. Support the small and local businesses out there. A lot of products to check out. As for me, I'm looking particularly into podcast accessories, and maybe in a few months' time, you'll get to see a lot more in this room in itself. Guys, I'm also a collector of Funko Pop vinyl figures, and I got the Michael Jordan one from which was made in production about 8 years ago. So I can add this into my Funko Pop collection. I know you guys have not seen my Funko figures in a while, especially in a new setting like this. I know it was shown in my old location, and maybe when I possibly go into a much more sophisticated, open studio. Right now, it is what you see with a marvelous background. See the 2400 Block podcast sign being lit up there. I don't usually do these bonus podcast episodes at night. I'm just decided to give it a try here and go forth in making one. So let me look into real time comments as they are. You got Bobby, who I had on the podcast a few months ago. It wasn't too long. I had her on. She's a wonderful individual. Hey, Bobby, good to see you. Happy New Year to you too. And I appreciate you for leaving some comments. You're the first one. It just comes to show that this thing is working. I really sucked earlier, and I put in 35 minutes talking to myself. I wasn't doing one of these. I couldn't get it right. Now, all of a sudden, when it's over, I got it right. And here I am talking to people on the show. And I'm a nervous wreck right now. I really don't know how I feel right now. I really don't, it just feels weird with things out of the loop. It just feels kind of weird at times. And while I'm at it, guys, I want to show you some of my girlfriend's Hello Kitty collection. So I'm going to just show them as they are. Yeah, check this out. This is my girlfriend's, Hello Kitty. She's got the hula dress on. It's got the guitar, looking all cute. And this one right here is supposedly a Christmas ornament, and it looks really cute. You can see it all sparkly. Look at that. Isn't that crazy? I'm on the podcast here showing Hello Kitty. Oh, and I got one more for you. Just one last Hello Kitty there. All right, beautiful. Okay. All right, so here we are, guys. It is a Tuesday. I wonder how it is for you guys. Temperature wise, we're dealing with a lot here. It's been cold. Temperatures have been in the single digits, and the wind chill, that's a different story. It's like -10 or something like that. -10 below zero wind chill. So you go out here, and you're like, you don't even have like something to cover your face. it feels so flushed, and my cheeks were like so red, and my skin was tightening like crazy. So it's best to get yourself some gear, like some baklava or something like that. Put it on your face. Cover whatever it is, and you feel a little bit better. I actually have that. It's my sling bag. No, not my man bag. My sling bag. Yeah, not man bag. Man purse. Okay. Yeah, we're really having a ball here. Again, Bobby, thank you so much for the interaction. Um, I'll definitely have to check out your TikToks. I haven't really checked those out lately, but I for sure will. It's just been a while. Just been so cooped up over here. Just been so busy dealing with a lot of things. And oh yeah, I just want to tell you that I for sure will be going to Virginia once again around May to commemorate my brother's 1 year passing. So most likely I'll see probably you and everyone when I get there. 29 degrees right now. Good for you, Bobby. But I heard that a snowstorm is on the way. But I know you guys will, you're gonna be okay. So snowstorms are not too big of a deal over there in Virginia, unless if it's like in Russia. You heard what happened in Russia? They had like snow right on the buildings, and people are skiing right off of the building. Yeah, that's crazy out there, crazy. But people are having fun nonetheless. So, um, okay. What I want to tell you guys from my last effort, which of course was 35 minutes ago. So now I'm doing a little bit of a repeat here because it finally works. Well, I want to tell you guys that our nation is facing major problems. We're being put to the test once again, and this time it's bigger than the previous ones we've faced, all in thanks to the internet and social media. But we've always been on the right side of history. It doesn't matter who or what we are. I hope we can figure it out together collectively somehow. Because most importantly, it's about doing the right thing and staying grounded as a human being. Do not fall into radicalization or twisted manipulation, whatever you call it. We have to go beyond the narratives that the media feeds us. We have to be very smart. We got to get a grip of ourselves and set a good example to our kids out there, the next generation. My latest audio podcast episode centers on this issue. It's episode 8 of the Johnny Rubes Minutes. Check it out. Check it out. Okay. All right. Well, enough of that. What else am I going to talk about? Well, the Chicago Bears, they are no longer in contention for the Super Bowl. So if any of you Green Bay Packers fans have watched the game, you guys can rejoice. The Bears were just only, one game better. But the season itself was amazing for the Bears. They were terrible last season. They came a long way. They got a new coach. He brought the best out of his men, including Caleb Williams, who just did all these cardio plays. My goodness. Well, cardiac plays. I mean, they can give anyone a heart attack. And all of a sudden, it just lands in the arms of a wide receiver, a tight end, a running back. They somehow get the grip of the ball. And he just slings it out there out of nowhere. He just slings it recklessly. And somehow they just manage to catch it. I don't know. You can just call that perfect moment, lucky moment. But I do think that Caleb Williams needs to look at his tablet. He needs to look at his tablet. Yes, Kelly Williams, you need to look at your tablet. You need to take the tablet to the game and look at it. You can't just sulk out there on the sidelines. You can't just be pouty, looking all disappointed, looking at your polished fingernails. You need to go out there, set a good example that you are the leader that they can count on. You must work hand in hand with your offensive coordinator. You can't just keep throwing those balls and somehow it may not end in the right hands this time around. Someone can just intercept it, just like what happened with this effort here. Still what happened in this game. So, yeah, I just want to say that. But yeah, this is the unofficial podcast episode. I'm very happy that somehow it's working, somehow it's going. and I've finally succeeded. I made a first effort not too long ago. I want to say that again, guys, that I made another video in which I failed to live stream. Somehow I forgot to hit an option and I had to go deeper and deeper into the settings to get it right. And that's what makes it awesome, guys, about life. Sometimes we're filled with with a stack of challenges, and somehow we manage to come up on top. So I want to take it like a team sport. You start off a little bit sluggish, but somehow you finish your way through. You may have a winning record, you may have a losing record, but somehow you just finish and finishing it with meaning. I know that some of the teams out there in the NFL are now having it rough without a head coach, and I'm sorry to hear that some of these head coach have been now fired. So these teams have to start over with a new coach, and it's like a step back for some of these teams that have been in the playoffs, and now they're out of the playoffs, and now management decides to fire them. It's crazy, but that's business right there. That's just the name of the game. Well, not really the name of the game, but also it's the business side of the thing. Yeah. Oh yeah, I'm reading your thing here, Bobby. You said, as Dory would say, just keep swimming. Yes, that's a great example. Thank you, Bobby. You know what? I was thinking about having you on again as a guest. You just seem to amaze me, and maybe I could uh, talk more in detail with you about certain things, what's been going on. Um, whew. It feels great in this room. It feels warmer. Thank goodness for warm air. If I was out there right now, if I went past this curtain right here, if I went past this thing, by goodness, will I even survive? I won't. I won't. I'll probably be in the cold for like maybe 5 minutes, and that would probably be it for me. I don't know how these dogs do it when they're out here barking, but it's good to know that they're taken care of. They're indoors. They just go outside to do their business. So that's good that most of these pet owners in the neighborhood are doing it right by taking their pets inside. And for anyone out there that have pets and a pet dog outside, please take them in. Especially for those in Virginia that are about to have the snow, please take your dog inside. Your dog is a part of your family. Your dog loves you. Your dog appreciates you. Your dog is affectionate. Your dog loves dog food. Your dog loves you. So, yeah, make it happen. Make it happen. Take your dog inside. Your dog will thank you. And you know what? You should go to like a pet store, buy them some treat or something for them to say thanks for staying inside with me. Okay. All right. Time for me to drink. Time for me to take in some water here. I've been drinking water all day long. I don't know what I would do if I did not have water. I'm just so excited right now just talking to you guys to finally be out of the box and talking right here on the live stream. I just find that awesome. So yeah, I'm continuing to, drink away. And yeah. Oh, give me a few seconds.
Spin, intelligence, binge watch. Johnny Rooms with the wisdom, never watch. Dark thoughts ventilate, integrate knowledge. 2400 crew, like Ripon College. Clever minds unite, discussions land tight. Sync up thoughts, intertwine, never bark trite. Mics up, lights down, we the crew profound. Johnny Rooms know the truth bomb that's going round. Catchy beats, the block that never sleeps. 2400 sound in your brain it creeps. Catchy sounds, the block that never bounds. 2400 tossing substance out of sounds. Catchy beats, the block that never sleeps. 2400 sound in your brain it creeps. Catchy sounds, the block that never bounds. 2400 tossing substance out of sounds. We dropping facts raw, no gimmick or flaw. Explicit mind grind, cats up in more. Humor with all blend, thought patterns extend. Talks with the legends, conversations I send. Part kings, no crooks.
Okay, for those that are listening, I know you're hearing some sort of hip hop track, and you're probably wondering, how did I get that? Well, turns out I have a friend who who's in the U.S. Navy. You know, he has talented friends, and that's what you're hearing right now. These guys are in the U.S. Navy. These guys are defending our country. These guys deserve the love. So, all the love and respect to the men and women out there in the military. So, yeah, these are the folks that make my music for my podcast. So, yeah, it sets the podcast with an awesome identity. And I'm very, very thankful for their participation, for their willingness to lend their craft and share it with the world. Very proud of my friend Abby and his shipmates, originally from the West Coast in the Navy, as they go around and about the world uh, defending our country, doing what it takes to make everyone safer by going out there overseas, spending a couple of months. Yeah, it's a lot of hard work. So, oh, thank you, Bobby. Thank you. I'm glad you like it. I'm glad you do, and I hopefully I will get um, new tracks from them in the times to come when I have another podcast lined up, another podcast spinoff. I do have some in mind with certain friends. I just haven't had the time to get my friends on the show yet, but yeah, there will be a whole lot more. I just want to start a 2400 block community of sorts and get everyone all involved and try to focus on the positive things, no matter where we are in life and what kind of affiliation we are with. Somehow, somewhere along the way, there is that silver lining that we can all somehow just get along. I mean, we need that right now in this time. Things seem to be, really scary, and I'd really hate to see our nation fall down like that. You know, I'm a proud American. I look up to a lot of people from all walks of life, whether they're different from me or they're like me. It's always good to know certain perspectives. We must be open. We must be transparent. We must get to hear each other's stories and to hear our struggles and to hear our joy and as well as our pain. You know, I talk to a lot of people and I get to see a much more real world view compared to what I'm seeing in the news. You know, the news can only give you but so much, what it can only distribute and what favors their 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 cause. So I just want to tell that to all you guys because I've spoken to many different people. I still have friends that are on the liberal side as well as on the conservative front, and I'm just right there in the middle. I just want to smile. I just want to take time to appreciate. I just want to go all out. You know, setting forth a good example that I can be a person that can be dependable, that someone can rely on. You know, someone who just coasts through life and taking the time to see someone's journey. I've been everywhere around the United States. You know, not everyone is the same. Not every city is the same. But somewhere along the way, there's that close bond. You know, there's that thing that just somehow bridges everyone together. Whether it's San Diego, California, whether it's New York City, whether it's Norfolk, Virginia, whether it's the Outer Banks, whether it's South Carolina, whether it's Georgia, whether it's Florida, Texas, you name it. I want to visit more cities. I want to hear more stories. And maybe somewhere along the line, maybe my podcast can generate a lot more audience. I can probably go to different places, get to talk to people, get to hear their stories. That's what I want. That's really what I want. Besides writing my book, of course. I'm still working on my book, by the way, guys. It is an adventure novel set in the post-apocalyptic era. There are a lot of wonderful, colorful characters, protagonists, antagonists. They're all amazing. And I hope you guys will get to see that world once it comes in the form of a hardcover book, a softcover book, audio book, you name it. I need it in all formats. Digital format. There you go. Yeah, let's get it going, and hopefully it'll be released this year. I'm already got 2 chapters to go. I'm trying to come up with 3 possible endings. Very deep ending. Makes me want to keep using my mind as well as my heart to deliver a great narrative for my story. Yeah. Remember that? Remember in Back to the Future when Marty McFly meets his dad, George McFly, in the cafeteria, and Marty says to him, "So what you doing?" And he's like, he's just writing his science fiction novels, and and he was scared. Like, what? What if they tell him he was no good? I feel sorry for George McFly. Sometimes that kind of resonates in me too. When I do something like that, when I try to write a book, a project or something, I sometimes can think of myself as a failure. But I don't want to think like that. I want to think of myself, positively and using a lot of optimism that something can come out of this. I know it may not be like a super big successful project, but I just want to get my work out there, and just do what I can to deliver the best package, whether it's a podcast or whether it's a book. I just want to put forth my very best for you guys, all for you guys, just like what I'm doing right now with this live stream. Again, guys, for those that are checking this podcast out, and Bobby already knows, I'm going to put it one more time. And I just want to say, guys, Happy New Year! Yay! Happy New Year! Happy New Year! Happy New Year! Okay, there goes that. And I hope you guys will do good with your New Year's resolutions if you have some in mind. And if you did start it last year, keep on going. Keep on going. Okay, so how many minutes have I been talking here? 25 minutes. 25 minutes on top of the 35 minutes I was talking earlier, and I have to repeat the same exact thing that I had on those 35 minutes. It just sounds like I'm in church and I'm preaching the same word. It's like that. Like when you're in church, you have to repeat the same thing for the next service. So now, since this live stream is successful, I'm repeating what I said on the 35-minute message, and now here I am talking to you. So I'm very proud of the fact that it did work, and that I'm reading the comments in real time. Thanks to Bobby over there in Norfolk, Virginia. I'm proud to say it again, Norfolk, Virginia. All right, Bobby. Thanks very much for keeping me company here on this live stream here on the 2400 block bonus podcast episode, which is shown simultaneously as a stream. So it has truly been an honor talking to everybody. You guys have me so stoked to be doing this once again, to be out in the open, to not just be in the studio, but to enter the realm of Facebook as well as YouTube. Well, YouTube is just going to be uploaded as it is shown, but I'm glad to have mirrored this into Facebook right now in real time. And I know some of my friends are working, or some of my friends are going home. Maybe I could just do a phone call real quick. Let's see. Let me see if I can do this. Never done it before, but I'm just gonna test it out. And let me look at this real quick. Just gonna get things going here. All right. And get the Bluetooth option going. All right, so here I am, guys. I'm going to be testing out this thing. All right, so it got a little bit quiet here on this live stream, but I just want to say hello. I am going to give a chance to call this number. Here we go, guys. Here we go.
Hello?
Hello, JP. This is Johnny Roops here on the podcast. I just want to test out the audio to see if it worked with you. That's all. You sound great, by the way. I just want to give a test out there and to say hello.
You are crazy. I'm good. How are you?
Yeah, I just want to see if this audio works because I've been having a problem with this device. So I just wanted to hear you if you sounded real clear. Thank you very much to hearing you, and hopefully I'll get to see you in Hampton Roads real soon. Really looking forward to it one day. And I hope you had a wonderful work, by the way.
What do you mean?
No, did you work today?
Of course.
Okay, I just wanted to see if you had a wonderful day at work today. That's all.
It was just a normal day.
Yay! Good for you. Good for you. And you heard that Virginia
How was your day?
it's going to be snowing. You heard that?
In your area?
Oh no, in Virginia. Yeah,
Oh, that's right. I saw.
yeah, they're going to be getting it. It's probably going to be what? Not much. I don't anticipate them having it worse like we do here in Chicago. Or of course you over there. I don't know how much snow you get, or if it's still feeling wintry where you are. But yeah, it's certainly good to hear from you. I just want to test it out, and I'll probably give you a phone call later. Okay.
Okay, that'll be fine. I'll
All right.
talk to you later.
Take care. Bye bye.
Bye.
There you go, guys. It works. It works. So it's good to know that the podcast deck can still take phone calls. I've been having a little bit of an issue with it, but looks like things are working well to my advantage here tonight. So that's really good. The streaming thing is going on, and the phone calls can still go in. So it's oh man, this has been a roller coaster ride for me. Um, I'm gonna get going here successfully. 30 minutes. 30 minutes compared to the 35 minutes I was just talking to a while ago. I had to repeat the same exact thing from that 35 minute broadcast that I made previously, and it did not work on the live stream. So now I'm repeating the same exact things that I'm doing, and now it is successful, and it finally made its way through. And I'm glad you guys get to hear me tonight. And I have, of course, interacting with my friend Bobby in Norfolk, Virginia, as they're going to be facing some snow during the course of the weekend. I think it is the weekend. I could be wrong. Okay, but it's going to be snowing, of course, in Virginia. Okay, guys. Well, this is it now for the 2400 Block podcast. Thank you guys for being a part of it. I appreciate you, and I'll catch you on the next episode.
Intelligence binge watch. Johnny Rubes with the wisdom. Never botch. Dark thoughts ventilate. Integrate knowledge. 2400 crew like Ripon College. Clever minds unite. Discussions land tight. Sync up thoughts intertwine. Never bark trite. Lights up, lights down. We the crew around. Johnny Rubes know the truth. Bomb that's going round. Catchy beats. The block that never sleeps. 2400 sound in your brain it creeps. Catchy sounds, the block that never bounds. 2400 tossing substance out of sounds. Catchy beats, the block that never sleeps. 2400 sound in your brain it creeps. Catchy sounds, the block that never bounds. 2400 tossing substance out of sounds. We dropping facts raw, no gimmick or flaw. Explicit mind grind, cats up in war. Humor with all blend, thought patterns extend. Talks with the legends, conversations I send. Hard games, no crooks. We redefine the book.
Thanks for checking out this episode of 2400 Block Podcast. Don't forget to follow and subscribe.